Welcome back to the Monk Hunter for part 3 of the Bow Masterclass, and one of the most significant things you can learn how to do, which this will really change your game. How to aim. First of all, how do you hold your bow? Well, some people do horizontal, some whatever, straight up. But the ideal position will be in what's called a canted position, just like they do in reality. There's a reason for this coming up later, but get used to using the canted position, a slight tilt to the bow, or even up to 45 degrees, depending on your comfort. So how do we aim? Well, I aim not using the bow, not using the arrow. I use my finger. And that's right, my finger. So the only way you'll get used to this or kind of catch it in your brain is to try it experientially, but use your finger, your index finger, and point directly at the target when you're aiming at a target. Now, the interesting thing is your finger is in perfect line, and for the left-handed people, there you go. Your finger will be in perfect line with the arrow and on target. And a good way to practice this is to come into the sanctuary and just point your finger where you want the arrow to go. The rocks here are especially good for this because they're tiny targets. And there you see I'm canting the bow just a little bit more. You'll find your comfort level. Point at a rock and see if you can hit it. And the more you do this, the more you're going to find that the finger point is right on target. And here we are in Siege. So again, pick a target, point at it, and see what happens. So once again, you're taking your bow hand finger, and you can even see it here in the Siege, that if there was an imaginary finger pointing through that virtual reality hand, you would see that it is lining the arrow up directly with the target. Now, moving targets pose a different problem, even with aim, which we'll talk about later, but for now, try and take your bow hand, point the index finger forward, and use it to aim, almost like a gun. And this works for both close-up and far away. Okay, see what happens. Aim with your finger. Keep on keeping on.